Welcome back to this League of Legends live stream. You're Sambo, and joining us as always, and welcome back by the way, is the Twitch witch herself, the Queen of Ascalon, making all sorts of funny noises in the background there, Regina Lacerta. Good evening to you, my lady.
Good evening, sir. Yes, sorry about the noise, just getting my mic in the right position.
Sure, it was your mic. Your wheel sounded like something else, if you ask me. And by the way, welcome to everybody tonight. I can see you all there in the chat room. You can see Psycho Monster. Hello. And by the way, big thank you to you for posting our event up on our guild website. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Hello there to Alex Thompson. And we've got Marigold14. We've got the Blocksmiths. Look at that, Reggie. It's the Blocksmiths. And it's good morning, evening, Sambo and Reggie. How are you both today? We are very well. I think we're a bit tired on it. It's Friday, Reggie. Gotta love Fridays, but it's one of those times where it's the end of the week and I'm equally excited about it being Friday as much as I'm exhausted from a hard week of work. What about yourself?
Oh, I love Fridays.
Oh, do you?
End of the week, everyone's home.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, that's the other good thing, actually. Hello, Sushi7838, who says, hey there, can't stay at all the... Oh, gosh, chat goes past so quick, guys. I think she said can't stay all night, but... Oh, Tigerhawk Rosebud is there. Now, actually, Peach and... Who is Sushi, by the way, is Peach Water. Hello to you. And Tigerhawk Rosebud... You, and she's saying hello to the Twitch and Witch. You guys need to stick around for the first little part here because I got something to say to you both, by the way. Alex Thompson, hello. Yes, Twiggy Samp, hello to you. Good to see all the regular faces here. AJM, KJM, hello. Dej BC, hello to you. Legendary, oh yes, Legendary Chosen One, hello to you. Jai452, g'day to you. Zam, the man 56, hello. And Alter and Alt, who says crap, had my internet minimized and was listening to a rather silent video of Bob Ross. Oh, and it scared the living hell out of me. You know what, Reggie? I like scaring the living hell out of people. What do you reckon?
You scare the living hell out of me every time I come face to face with you.
Oh, she's so horrible. I think that's why Reggie says that I've got a face for radio. Now think about it, folks. She says, I've got a face for radio. Thank you very much, my lady. Hello to everyone here in the game
you also
as well.
Have one that stops traffic.
Face that stops traffic, that's right. Good morning, Sambo, says Shiveria. Good morning to you, by the way. And that's, oh, Celetica. Celetica is from our Guild Wars 2 website. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Warhead99, hello to you as well. Now, you know what? Speaking of Guild Wars 2, it's been a huge week for Guild Wars 2. And thumbs up out there in Chatland. If you've been playing Guild Wars 2, let us know in the comments here so we can say g'day to you. But Reggie, you know what? It's been a massive launch. We've been waiting for this for about 5 years. We're all part of it, of course. And part of being part of the launch is setting up a new community. And that's great, and we love new communities. And in fact, folks, hang on a second. I think I've got it right here. Here we go. This is it. This is our very own website, by the way, which is awesome. And we've got, do you know we've got about, I think, nearly 100 members on our Guild Wars 2 community website. Can you believe that, Reggie? That is unbelievable.
I'm so impressed. They're all there just for me, right?
Well, of course they are. They're not there for me. They all come along to see you. And, well, I know, look, I've seen you posting a few, like, comments on the forums, etc., etc. And by the way, Reggie, I don't know if you noticed, but when you do a thumbs up on here, did you notice what you get? Have you had a look at that?
Yeah, I did. You get cupcakes.
You get cupcakes. That's right, folks. If you come along to our website here, you'll actually get cupcakes. But what I wanted to bring this up really for, and I know we're not here to talk about Guild Wars 2, but it's been a big week for it, and we're a big part of that community. Like I say, we've nearly got 100 people on our site here, by the way. So, and I see a lot of them in the chat room. And what I wanted to do was bring your guys' attention to the name of our guild, because of course it was up to Her Royal Highness to name this monster here, right? And so I said, look, can we please be the, you know, the mighty Escalonians, or can we be the warriors of faith, or, you know, something amazing and epic like that. Guess what she called our guild? Yeah, look, you know what? You don't have to guess. I'm actually going to show you. Are you ready for this? Look up the top right corner here, and that's right. Can you see that on the stream? She has named our guild the Pink Yeti Army. Pink Yeti Army! What were you thinking, woman? They're all the things I loathe in the world. Did you want to drive me away? Look, she's evil. Evil cackle. What on earth? Look, go on. You've got to explain yourself, especially to all of our viewers and listeners here. And again, hello to everyone. Hello, Skyfo, by the way. And Luke, hello. Please, I'm sure everybody wants to know here. Why? Yes, that's right. Psycho Monster. Cupcakes are on here. I'll show you in a minute. You definitely get cupcakes if you come to this website. But Reggie, in front of everybody here, why did you call it Pink Yeti Army? Answer me. She can't.
Well, look, I can't take all the credit myself. It was sort of, there were so many suggestions, which was awesome getting all the suggestions from people who, wanted to join the guild.
Agreed.
And it kind of, people were saying, pink something, and there were some people suggesting Yeti and, like Reggie's Army or Sambo's Army, and I'm like, you know what, I like so many of them, I'm just going to combine into one. And so I thought, of all the things that I could pick to combine, what are the things that are going to rub you up the wrong way best?
Thank you. So that was one of your objectives,
and
was
Yeti.
it? You are just horrible.
Hey,
hello, Alex
Give
Thompson.
me an inch and I'll take a yard.
Oh, God, she did. And look at this. You know what? The funny thing is, I'm kind of used to the name now. It's quite funny. But look, speaking of cupcakes, I'm just going to show you. Look, by the way, if you want to join our guild in game, in Guild Wars 2, and we're loving it, we've got, like I say, about 90 members all up already, and it's only been a week. You have to come along here and click on the recruitment button up the top, and then you'll get instructions of what to do next, how to join in-game, etc. We've got officers in-game who can facilitate you joining us in-game. Remember too, by the way, Reggie, how good is this? You can be in more than one guild in Guild Wars 2, and
you can be in more than one guild.
It's
that
awesome.
Is very awesome.
And not only that, but you can be on any blimmin' server you like. So, of course, we're playing on a US server, but I know, for example, Alt, who's in the chat room right now, he's from that crazy land called Holland. Right, so he's a crazy Dutch man. So he's playing on the EU servers for his own game. But he can still join our guild, no problem. It works across regions, it works across servers. Not only that, but he'll be able to guest on our server and come and play with us as well in the very near future when that facility gets turned on. But what you want to do, folks, so it doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter if you're already in another guild, doesn't matter what server you're on, come along here, click on the big recruitment button and follow your nose from there. But if you come into the forums, here's the cool thing. So let's, for example, go into, let's go into the community hub. And this is a little area of the forums we set up here so that you guys can advertise your own things. So, for example, look, speaking of Peachwater, I know she's in the chat room. And look, there's Catella. Hey, Catella, how's it going? Now, Catella, of course, is from our Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. Now, she's an officer in-game, and she's an admin here on the website. So you'll see her name come up a lot. But let's go into, say, here's Peachwater's food blog, for example. So we're encouraging people to come along here and advertise their own Let's Plays, their blogs, their vlogs, your podcasts, whatever you like. It doesn't have to be to do with Guild Wars. Come along, join us, and if you've got some content to share, bring it along here. But the point is that I hope you guys can see this in the stream, but down the bottom there's a rate up and a rate down, like a thumbs up and a thumbs down. I don't know if you can see this, but as I hover over it here, it actually says add cupcakes. So you can give people cupcakes for good stuff that they do here on the website. And in this case, for example, Peachwater here, she, under her name, has got +5 cupcakes, which is really cool. And Skyfo saying Pink Air Assault Sambo needs a pink Yeti suit now. Well, stay tuned, folks, because the Pink Air Assault Sambo, boy, have I got a surprise for you tonight. Anyhow, so not only do you get Reggie, and not only do you get all of our wonderful community members, but you get cupcakes as well, which is absolutely awesome. So we'd really love you guys to come along here, sign up, even if you're not playing Guild Wars 2, Reggie. It doesn't matter, does it? I mean, you might as well come along, join the community, and join in the fun. We've got all sorts of hints, tips, we've got pictures. Now, speaking of pictures, by the way, I want to show you guys something. This is the sort of torment that I get put through all the time. Look. Will you just look at that? That is Well, it's pretty cute, actually, to be honest. But this is the work of one of our wonderful one of our wonderful guild members, also Peachwater, who made this. And look at this. It's a pink Yeti and a white Yeti, and it's Yeti Sambo and Yeti Reggie, and it says, "Meet Sambo and Reggie, the Pink Yeti Army." And if that wasn't enough, she even made this one. I don't know if you guys can see this one on the stream, but this is a recruitment poster for our guild, and it says, "Have you joined SamboNZ and Reggie's server and guild for Guild Wars 2? And it says, "Look, it's a rainbow, it's so pretty, and there's an army of pink Yetis." I mean, I can't get away from this. Everywhere I turn, there is pink, there is Yetis. This whole week has been amazing because it's been a Guild Wars 2 launch, and of course, building our new community has been awesome. But Reggie, I hate you so much. Because every time I go to bed...
You know, look, it's therapy for you, because you hear about people who have a fear of flying or a fear of heights. They're encouraged to climb a ladder or to, you know, go on a short trip somewhere. You say you have this fear of Yetis, so we are, as a community, are rallying behind you and surrounding you with Yetis to try and help you with your phobia.
Oh, gee, yeah, I believe you. I really believe you. And by the way, it's not just Reggie, and I'm looking at you, Peachwater, and I'm also looking at you, Tigerhawk Rosebud, and a whole bunch of the rest of you, and Skyfo, who are throwing, and Psycho Monster as well, who at any occasion will throw Yetis and pink and all sorts of horrible things at me. I hate you all. No, I don't really. But look, another thing we've got here on the guild site, by the way, is a gallery, as you can see here, and we get you guys to post your screenshots, your pictures, your fan art, all sorts of cool stuff in here. And you know what, it's just thriving, isn't it, Reggie? Like, we're so happy with how this has gone. The only thing is, like I say, my whole week has been consumed with pink. Now, speaking of pink, right, you guys might remember, I need a cup of my tea, swig of my tea for this one, by the way. Are you drinking tea this evening, Reggie?
I am. I'm on Brisbane breakfast today.
Oh, are you? I'm just drinking good old gumboot tea. Hang on. It is so good. You know,
Gumboot tea.
It is. That's what you call it, gumboot. Come on, anyone here from the UK, they'll know what gumboot tea is, right? But anyway, you guys might remember a while ago.
Lipton's yellow tag one, is it?
Yeah, it's that plain old boring one. You know.
Oh,
I know. I'm sorry.
That one's gross.
But anyhow, you guys might remember a few live streams. Thank you, by the way, Legendary Chosen One, who's with me. There we go. Oh my God. The Blocksmith is saying Doctor Who has a Yeti as a villain this series. Good luck. No! No, stop yelling pink. Stop yelling pink.
That'd be cool.
By the way, speaking of our Let's Play series, and I don't know if Tallahassee is in the chat room. It scrolls past so fast. Couldn't see it. If you're there, my friend, hello. You guys definitely need to tune into our Rift Let's Play this week. That's all I will say. Because not only is there a bit of snow, but there might be some furry animals of a Yeti variety in there. Anyway, my lips are sealed. Few episodes ago, folks, do you remember how evil Reggie was to me when she brought pink to my game? You brought pink to my game, my manly man's game.
What?
Halo.
When?
You remember that?
Oh!
Don't act like you don't know.
I do. You nearly killed me that night.
Yeah. And you know what? If I see you in real life, I'm going to kill you all over again. She took my manly Master Chief and she bought me that pink version of it, the doll. And of course, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll have seen me post pictures of it. You know, and not only was that in real life, and I have to suffer by looking at this pink Master Chief. But what do you think McLarge Huge and Tallahassee decided to do, Reggie, when it comes to playing Halo for real? Can you go on, have one guess?
They made you change your armor to pink.
They made me change my armor to pink. I cannot believe it. In the real game. So guys and gals in the chat room, this is especially for you. I've recently gone out and bought some new hardware. And what it allows me to do is stream console games. It's a big thing for me, and it's taken a long time to set up. What I thought I would do is a special treat for you guys tonight is to actually show you live my Master Chief Halo character and what Reggie has caused it to become, and therefore showing you what a mockery is made of me in real life when I'm playing Halo Online and every single other player says, dude, why is your armor pink? And I'm like, no! Well, this is it, folks. So let me see if I can get this right. I think I can do this. Hang on. Here we go. All right, now I'm just going to reach over here and pick up my controller. Here we go. All right, so this is especially for you guys. Here we have, now Reggie, I don't know if you can see the stream where you are, but tell me, are you looking at a picture of an Xbox controller? Because if you are, then my new hardware.
I am indeed.
You are. Okay, guys, here we go. Now, I'm going to unpause. What I've done is, just before I started filming, I just quickly set up a firefight match, and I just ran out in there and shot off a couple of shots and deliberately got killed. And the reason for that is because if you know Halo, it means we can come back in here and watch this as a movie. So I get to pan around and show you what I look like to other players with a bright pink suit of armor. Don't say I love you. Sushi7838 is saying I love you. You're not meant to love her. You're meant to hate her. And by the way, Boiled Potato, hello to you. Greetings, everyone, says Boiled Potato. About the Guild Wars 2 guild, is voice chat mandatory? No, it's not. We have a voice chat, by the way. Yes, I pay for a full Mumble voice chat server on there, so those guys who want to chat can actually do that on our site. But anyway, we're not talking about Mumble. We're talking about humiliation. Pure humiliation, folks. Now, I'm going to have to crane my neck around a little bit, by the way.
Humiliation at the hands of the twitchy-witchy twisting.
That's right. So, here we go. This is... Now, let me get back into the game now. There we go. Okay, so you should be hearing some sound now. This is a paused, film. This is me playing just in a firefight match a few moments ago. And... let me wriggle the camera around. There we go. So you can see me wriggling the camera around. So hopefully that's working on screen. So here we have a map, and you guys who play Halo, and by the way, can you still hear me okay, Reggie?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, here we go. So, I'm just going to start moving around here. As we come around, this is it. This is the scene of many, many firefights, right? This is where you prove your manhood. This is Master Chief against the Covenant. In fact, if we speed up and zoom over here, I think we might start seeing... Have they landed yet? Pretty sure they did. Oh, yep, look at this. Here we go, over here. Here's some bad guys. All right, there we go. So these guys are coming up here. In fact, look at that. There is the invading force of bad guys, right? You can see them right there. If we come around the corner, what we're looking for is a manly Master Chief. All right, that's what we want. Let's see if we can find manly man, the Sambo. Sambo the Spartan, the manly man, and oh, there he is over there, and let's zoom into him, and oh my God, what the hell is that abomination? Will you look at this? It is so embarrassing. Look at me. Look at me, will you?
Oh, brilliant.
I am
too as well.
Bright pink. And I don't know how that comes across on the YouTubes, but that is me. Look, I mean, I stick out. Look, if we go over here, let me just go over here. Let's pretend we're being tactical. Let's pretend I'm an enemy behind this fence, for example. So I'm sneaking around here, and I'm like, oh my God, what is that bright pink thing in the middle of the screen? Reggie, everybody else is green. They blend in with the scenery. But no, look at me. I am bright bloody pink. I'm like, might as well have a bullseye target painted on my forehead. Look at that. That is the most embarrassing thing ever.
Yes, Blocksmith.
I can't believe it.
Okay, maybe it is strategic that people will see this bright pink and just be thinking, what the heck is that? Not quite sure what to make of it, and forget to shoot you.
Oh, yeah, right. I am the laughing stock of every game. And in fact, if we unpause the game, here we go, folks. Look at this. Here I go. Look at me. Look at that. It is ridiculous. I just look absolutely freaking ridiculous. Look at me. I mean, and look, I'm so manly. that sad. Look at it. That is me. That is what my life in Halo is like. Lying on the ground, dead pink. Because everybody in the entire map shoots at me. And even people on my own team.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. No. I am so proud of myself right now. Let's just rewind and let's have a look at that one more time. We'll go back here. Here we go. This is what it's like being me. Look at, I cannot believe this. And there I go, and I die. And look at that. That is me. That is the story of my life, is me lying dead in a field, bright pink. There you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. And that's what happens every single time I play Halos. I just get, it's like I'm a magnet. Do you know what I mean? Like every single person in the entire map goes, look at that moron. And like, wait a minute, guys, what are you saying in the chat room? Don't bravo, Reggie. You're supposed to feel sorry for me. It's all your fault because I can't escape it. Every single part of my life now is just pink, pink, pink. Or if it's not pink, 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 it's going to be something like this. It's going to be Yetis. You know, Yetis everywhere. There we go. So anyhow, if you guys would like to come along and make fun of me, and because what else would you do, right? And join the Pink Yeti Army, then we'll put a link in the description below this video, and you're welcome to come along. Again, even if you're not playing Guild Wars, you can come and join the hilarity and the fun. So I hope you're happy with yourself, you witch. I'm extremely happy, yes.
Yeah, boy, so am I not. Anyhow, folks, certainly hope that you're going to enjoy tonight's live stream. We've got a couple of matches. We're not going to do 3 tonight because, again, as you guys know, Reggie is recently with child. And by the way, very quickly, how are things going on the home front?
Things are going quite well, yes. I'm brilliantly sleep deprived and quite delighted with my family and...
Well, how old is he now? He must be, what, how many
2
days?
weeks today.
Yeah, 2 weeks today. Congratulations. Imagine that. 2-week-old Bubba. That is amazing. By the way, Alt, I can see Ultra and Alt in the chat room there is saying, we're going to have to get her back for this, Sambo. You better believe it, Alt. I will talk to you later. In fact, maybe we'll set up a secret part of our Guild Wars 2 forums, and we won't allow, in fact, yes, we'll deny Reggie access, and that way we can scheme and plot against her, and she'll never, ever know. Yes. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get on with our games here. 2 games tonight because, of course, we don't want to keep Reggie up all night. And just reminding you guys, if you'd like to join us here live playing in the game of League of Legends, all you need to do is add us as friends, and you'll appear in this very friends list here, and we may choose you to play with us in one of our few games. There we go, some more friend requests coming in right away. Just send them on through, and we will accept those. Now, if you want to know what our usernames are, if you look in the description below this video, pretty sure I typed them in there, and it's basically SamboNZ and ReginaLacerta, and that'll get you in here pretty easy. Let's quickly say hello to a couple of folk there. There we go. Yes, you are. Yes, we're repping the guild indeed, Shaveria. Hello, Zapedia13. Good to see you. And we've got Death Sweeper there. Hello, hello. And who's that? Zibion. Hey, bro. How are you? All right, so guys, what is going to happen tonight? There's going to be no more pink. I can tell you that. Oh, in fact, actually, for the video
I doubt it.
For the video that we've chosen, I think there actually is some pink in it, come to think of it. God, what an idiot I am. And by the way, Wow22 Cool is saying Reggie isn't a witch. What has she got under? How many people are you casting spells on, by the way? How many people are you, like you're waving your hand and you're saying, Reggie is not a witch. And all they're doing is they're repeating after you, Reggie is not a witch, like zombies. There we go. Firefly 600, have you seen the pink Tarek skin? What? There's a pink skin in Rift. No, and I do not wish to, by the way. Psychonauts, you need a dance. Reggie is a twitching. If you are
in the chat room right now, listening to this live stream, you need to get Sambo pink in Rift.
No, don't stay. Oh, you're so horrible, by the way. Don't. Look, this is one of the few places where I am not pink. pink, and I aim to keep it that way, by the way. Anyhow, folks, what we're going to do very shortly is start our game. They're going to be Dominion. If you're new to our League of Legends live stream, we play Dominion, not Summoner's Rift, because we find Dominion a lot more exciting. And Reggie, we've had more than our fair share of exciting last-minute turnaround games of Dominion, and that certainly won't change in the future.
Oh, that's the understatement of a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? The thing about playing only two games, is that you get to skip out. Like, you don't have to play your hard mode. And I bet you love that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, what? Oh, yeah, Pinocchio. Your nose is growing, you big fat liar. Anyway, what we're going to do, folks, is play two games, and of course it's going to be Dominion. We will explain how Dominion works once we're in there, but I think it's time now. And here we go. We're going to do Chaos. That's what we have here tonight. Co-op versus AI. We're going to choose Dominion. It's on the Crystal Scar. We're going to be a beginner, and we're going to invite that horrible witch herself. Let's see. Here we go. Invite. I'm going to scroll down the list here. Big list, and invite Reggie. There we go. Now
remember, Sambo, with the list of people to invite, remember we sort of figured out last week that it goes by alphabetical,
yes.
And the people at the end of the list weren't getting in, so we've had multiple weeks where people have not gotten into a match.
Yep, exactly. So I remember that. And by the way, just quickly in the chat room there, yes, we go robot from time to time. Again, we're in Australia. We're at the end of the world over here, and we're streaming to the servers in Google in California. So it's a very, very long way, and no matter what happens, we're going to go robot from time to time. But as somebody said, I think it was Skyfo there, if that does happen, just refresh the entire page. You won't lose anything, and we should come back pretty much a lot clearer than before. But yes, so Reggie, what that means is a couple of things, I think. Firstly is, you reckon we should invite from the bottom up this time?
I think we should.
Yeah, because we always go from A to Z. So, okay, let's do that. Zpedia. Who's this? Zibion, we've got Zen Altos, a big hello to you there. Warhead, we've got Tabith, we've got Shiveria, we've got Psycho Funks, we've got Princess Luna, we've got Pink, oh my god, we've got Pink Kittens. Who is that? Who is that, and can we ban them immediately? Listen to it cackling away in the background there. Can't believe this. Here I am thinking, oh yay, this is the final game where I don't actually have Pink, and look at that. Okay, Pink Kittens, I'll put you in. The Blocksmith is saying, got some bad news a couple of days ago, but you guys have already made me smile and laugh today. I knew I was looking forward to this today for a reason. Oh, now that's really nice. Not nice that you got bad news, and I'm sorry to hear that, my friend, but I'm glad that we put a smile on your face. That's exactly why we're here. Alright, we've got Mr. Bin Chan, we've got Lox, G Sizebot, we've got Grand Chill, Firefire 600, Epic God of Chaos, Death Sweeper, Augie, hello to you. No, and we're out. There we go. So we will start at the top next time. So there we are. Let's invite these players. Let's see if it makes a difference this time, Reggie. We'll see who gets in here, and if they all begin with the letter A or something, then we know that hasn't worked. You know what I mean? We'll soon find out.
Yeah, well... Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see, because the last few weeks we've had nothing but A's, B's and C's playing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel sorry for all the P's, F's and T's.
Oh, hey, look. This is interesting. I think you might be right. Because we've got Zen Altos, we've got Zibian, and we've got Warhead.
It doesn't happen much that I'm right, but wow.
There is definitely something going on there. Okay, I think you're onto something there. And there we go. Yes, Twiggy Samp is saying that we're crazy upside down people. That's right. And because we're upside down people, weird things do happen. It's just the way it is. Look, I've got a little control panel here, and we're not dropping frames at the moment. So definitely refresh your page. And if you can hear me, that is, and it should be cool. So there you go. Yes, Zen Altos is saying, yes, it explains why I've never been able to get in. I'm going to go, oh, that is exactly right. So, I don't know, maybe we're going to have to come up with a different way of inviting players, Reggie. Maybe we'll have to cycle through and make it just a little less random to make sure that we get through everybody.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I think we might, yeah, because there are some players who just haven't gotten in for, like, weeks now, and it's a bit... Yeah,
look, that's been a bit unfair, hasn't it, this whole time? Look, our apologies, guys. Look, what we might do is come up with a... you know what, we might use one of our websites to come up with a bit of a rostered schedule, or have competitions or something like that. I don't know. We'll think of something, and Yeah, make it a bit more fairer. I feel really bad now. Anyway, there we go. Congratulations to Warhead199, Zibian or Zibion, and Zen Altus joining myself, Sambo, and Reggie in this first match. Let's get this underway, folks. That's why we're here. We're here to play some Dominion, and we're here to probably embarrass ourselves and lose gracefully. But that's okay. That's what we do best. And of course, we're just here to have fun and nothing more. There we go, that's right, Justice! It is my good old normal guy, and of course if you're wondering who that is, it is this guy, Garen. He's the only one I can play pretty much. Let's see who's picking who. Zen Altos looks like they're having a good look at Misfortune there. We love Misfortune. And Olaf, oh yeah, we never see them, the melee fighter. That is Zibion or Zibian. We've got Warhead99 who looks like they're having a look at Malphite there. And of course that's kind of cool because Malphite's normally on the other team. Who has Reggie chosen? Oh, are you going to go with Severe with your Warglaive there this evening?
I'm thinking I might. Haven't played her for a couple of weeks.
Why not? Now, someone in the chat room there, it scrolled past pretty quick, I couldn't see who it was, has said, why don't you do a list and assign everybody a number and then do Reggie's favourite, which is the random.org. And I know you use that a lot, and you've used it in a few of your competitions, haven't you, on your streams and your Facebook and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, so we could do that, I guess, just to get everyone to choose a number and have a forum going somewhere, and just every week before the stream, we do some random draws, and then people will know if they're in or not, I guess. I don't know. Think about that.
That could be a good idea, yeah.
Yeah. So, and look at that, yes, Psycho. Oh, so you're Augie Psycho Monster. Okay, I didn't know that. That's why you've been getting into every game, yes, because your name begins with A. There you go. All right, now, folks, do not freak out. The screen is going to go black. And that again is because League of Legends switches screen modes when it goes to the full game, and there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to go black for a minute, but we'll keep talking so that you know we're here. Of course, Witchy Poo here could maybe cast some spells in the background or something just to make sure that you guys know she definitely is here. There we go. There's our screen region, and grab that, lock that in. And it looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Now, I like this part of the evening because we get to see who we're up against and who's playing what. So we've got myself on Garen. We've got Warhead199 playing Glacial, i.e. a skinned Malphite. We've got Zibion on Jin Chao. We've got our wonderful Twitch Witch herself on the Warglaived Severe. We've got Zenaltos playing the Mafia Misfortune. That is very cool. What a neat skin that is. The Mafia there. And down on the bots, we've got Ramus. We've got another Severe. So it's Reggie versus Reggie. We've got Malzahar rather. We've got Shyvana. And we've got Wukong. Woo! All right. You know what that means? We do not have a fiddlesticks tonight. And to be completely honest, I'm very happy about that. What about you, Reggie?
I'm not disappointed.
Yeah. So we might actually have a chance. In fact, the only one I really don't like in here, well, there's a couple. I don't really particularly like Wukong or Ramus. Don't mind the other ones so much, but yeah, well, Ramus can be, he's like that one that rolls up into a wheel, he's really tough, isn't he?
Yeah, rolls around the ball with little spiky bits.
Yeah, that's right, don't like that. Now, by the way, folks, we'll explain Dominion for you. The first thing you probably notice is you get a whole bunch of gold right off the bat, so you can go shopping, which is Reggie's favourite pastime. We all know that, and that's a lot different to Summoner's Rift, of course. The other thing is you'll notice up the top here, we've got a 500 and a 500. 2 bars. The green is ours, and the red is the enemy's. Basically, the first 1 to 0 loses. How do you get your ticket down? Well, what happens is you can see down here on the mini-map, as I pan around the main map, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capture points. Now, we refer to them as 12, 3, 5, 7, and 9. We're just talking about basically the hours on a clock, so it makes it nice and easy. Now, what you have to do is, hello there everyone in the chat, what you have to do is capture these points. Now, you can see it's going to be, basically, someone's going to have 3, someone's going to have 2. If you, say, had 3 of these, and ours will be green, the enemy's will be red, and the enemy have 2, so we're 3, they're 2, that means we are dominating the map. If we have 4 and they have 1, we are also dominating the map. And in that case, the enemy's ticker will go down faster than ours. So the whole point of this is not only to kill everybody that we can come across to get XP and gold, but we want to capture as many of these points as possible and hold as many. So you can see already down here we've got all these red glowing ones and the green glowing ones. We can see someone that Warhead 199 is heading up the top here, and he's going to be met with 2 enemy champions up the top there. But you can see already we've got 1 is ours, 2 is ours, 1, 2 are theirs. So we're pretty much even at the moment. Whoever gets the next one is going to be dominating. So you can see there's a massive fight going on up the top there with Zenaltos, and somebody's died. Warhead 199 has already died. And well done, by the way. The 3 of us are down the bottom here, Zabion, Reggie, and myself. And we're trying to take over this one and recapture it back from the bot. So you can see 1, 2, 3 greens. In fact, there we go. Success. Well done, guys. So we are now dominating. And if you look at the tickers up the top here, you'll see that their one goes faster. And we're at 491 and they're at 480. Let's have a look and see what happened up the top here. And the guys put up a valiant fight, but I don't think they could actually go and grab the 12 o'clock up the top there, Reggie. I think the odds were against them because it was basically about 3 versus 2, although they've put a big dent in the enemy bots there. Gosh, you know what, I love when we play with our chat room folk because basically, Reggie, they're really good, unlike us. Here's Ramus.
Well, look, you know, we may not play very, very well, but at least we play with pride and passion.
That's right. We don't care about our dignity. We're just here to have fun. Now, by the way, folks, you can see we're being ganged up on here, and yes, I definitely got killed there. Let's, yeah, that's okay. I'm going to go to the shop, and I want to buy myself this one. It's 180 health. I love that. Definitely want to grab that. And what does this do? 200 health, and no, I don't want that. What I want to get is some other bits and bobs so we can buy this phage here, which is very cool. Now, while we wait to be respawned, let's go around and have a look at the rest of the map. We've got someone in the middle there. Who's that? That is Warhead 199. Here's Reggie. Here's Zabion. Where are we going to go, Reggie? We're going to head down to the 5 o'clock one, do you think?
Well, yeah, like I was just down there and managed to ward off one attempt on it, but I had to go and heal myself, and they've gone and taken it while, you know, my back was turned.
Yeah, I know.
So
Aren't they
rude.
nasty? Mind you, how good was that right there? I mean, the 3 of us stuck together, and we just completely took out 2 of the enemy champions there. And you know what? That doesn't happen very often. I mean, normally we're...
It was very impressive.
Yeah. And in fact, look at this, folks. There are actually 4 of us down here, which is unusual for us, but it could be quite good. And look at this up the top here. We've got Warhead 199, who is making a swift getaway from a Wukong bot who decided to actually break off the chase. So you can see up the top, what a great job. Whoever that was up at 12 o'clock, they actually neutralized that top point there. And that is brilliant because that means it doesn't count for the enemy. And that means we're definitely in a position of domination at the moment. You can see we've got 1, 2, 3 of them captured, and the bots are really struggling here, although I can see they're making a beeline, chasing Warhead there for the 9 o'clock. I've died, but they're making a beeline for the 9 o'clock. They're definitely going to be wanting to hone in on that and grab that one, because these bots are at a serious disadvantage already, must say. And look at that, Zenaltos has been in battle. He's got 1 slither of health. What I want to do is do some shopping and get that phage there. That is fantastic. And we can also buy this chain vest ready to get the Sunfire cape, which I also really, really love. Now I'm going to head over here. We can see down the bottom we've got Severe Bot, who is trying to take back our 5 o'clock capture point, and already we can see that the bots are making a bit of a comeback there. But over here, oh, they died. Oh dear, oh dear. How are you finding the Warglaive Severe this evening, by the way, Reggie? I mean, you know, we know you love Ash.
Oh, look, she is one of my favourites, I must admit, and she's not disappointing me tonight.
No, good stuff. And there goes Warhead 199 on the way up to 12 o'clock. He'll be wanting to take that back because it is completely unguarded by the bots. We've got Zenaltos and Zabion, rather, who have just recaptured the 9 o'clock there. And I'm getting pummeled. I've got 4 enemy champions on my rear right now. I'm going to try and kite these guys away. They've suppressed me. They've stunned me. And I managed to get... Look at that. I actually survived with just an inch of my health. I'm going to pick up that health power up there and see if I can get some nice sweet revenge here on Ramusbot, because he is one son of a gun. I'm going to try and lock him down, and with the help of my friends here, it looks like we actually did that. That was a great comeback. I'm just going to suicide over here to try and drag these guys away from the capture point. And there we go. That is okay. Of course, if you can kite them away, folks, it means that they're going to focus on you, and they're not going to focus on the capture. And look at this. We've got the Reggie's army, by the way, is swarming here onto the number 5 capture point.
Yeah, we're
wow.
trying to get rid of them.
Look at this, folks. We've got 7, we've got 9, we've got 12. The bots are heading up to 12. Let's ping at the top there. You can ping up the top to say, hey, just pay attention for the rest of the team there if you spot anything. And we are in a great position of domination now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 already. They're trying to capture the 12 o'clock. In fact, I might head up there myself. But you can see what that means for the score here is 434 to 257. We are very much in the lead, although, Reggie, as you know, we don't want to... No, we don't it just yet. We don't want to call it because this is one of the reasons that we love this game. It can turn around at any particular time. And even if, I mean, I think the smallest we've ever got to, did we hold off a map on hard mode nearly when we were at 6 points, I think it was. Was it 6 or 8 points? Something like that, Reggie.
I do remember we held off the hard mode for quite a while. I don't believe we actually won the match, but we did do a valiant effort.
Yep, and it was... Seriously, single digits, and it was amazing. I mean, never come across that before. Now, guys, I've been ignoring the minions here. You don't have to. I mean, you do want to kill them off to get XP and gold every now and then. But you can see we've got a real battle heating up here now. Look at this. We're fighting over this one here, which is our 3 o'clock spot. Now, I'm going to garrison this one, and that gives us some protection against this Nexus, because basically Nexuses, or Nexi, as Reggie likes to call them, they will fire upon enemies. Yeah, well, they're actually a cannon as well. They're like a turret, and I need to get out of here because, look at that, the turret is going to finish me off. In fact, I am well dead. There we go. Let's see if we can actually buy this item yet. Can I buy it? I can buy the belt. That's okay, and I can grab me one of these health regen as well, which I do want. Let's have a look. Oh, and I leveled up again. Let's have a look around the map and see what's going on. We've got Xenaltos up the top, who's freshly recaptured the 12 o'clock, but he's got 2 enemy champions coming in on his rear there. That's going to be very nasty. We've got who's that? Zebion, and are you dead, Reggie? I can't see you actually out on the map.
No, I've just assisted with the capture of number 5.
Oh, okay, there we go. And look, Psycho Monster is saying we forgot the 2 people who last week couldn't get in. No, we're going to pop them in the last match, the second match, which will be our last match for the evening. We have absolutely not forgotten about those. Oh, and look at this, we got some guys coming in, and I'm going to probably die doing this, but I want to just get their attention so that they do not capture that point, because look at this, it is 410 to 162. If we can keep a position of domination, and look over there, we've got Zebion, who is doing a great job there, trying to recapture the 3 o'clock, and he actually pulled it off. That is brilliant. Let's see if we can chase down Severe Bot. There we go. I need this health power up. We're going to head up to the 12 o'clock. We don't worry about 5 o'clock because, as you can see, it is neutral, and that's okay because that's not really counting too badly. Alright, let's see if we can do this. I've got some enemy minions here that I have to get rid of first, because they are just going to be nipping at my heels. And there we go, leveling up once again, and Xenaltos and I will be able to retake this. And you can see now we've got the 7 o'clock, we've got the 3 o'clock, we now have the 12 o'clock. I'm going to head down here and ping 7 o'clock, because that looks like where they're going to be focusing. Who's that going in? We've got Xenaltos going down to 3 o'clock. They're retaking that. That is okay, actually, because what we want to do is Reggie coming into the 7 o'clock. Good work there, by the way, Reggie. Also, 5 o'clock is completely exposed, so that is ripe for the picking. And there we go. We are now back to where we're in a position of domination. There we are, 397 to 96. And look at this. We've got a full-on battle going on down here between the 5 and the 7 o'clock, and that has just meant we're able to stomp in here, hopefully, and take out this 5 o'clock spot. And I'm going to back off because Ramus there has a very big hit, and he also has a whole bunch of armor. Reggie, it's very hard penetrating his shields, isn't it? He's a tough nut to crack, quite literally.
It is, but two people should be able to do it, and there he goes.
There he goes. Well done. And Reggie and I are going to try if we... Oh my god, I got completely owned there by Wukong and Shyvana. And let's see if Reggie, Xenaltos, Warhead 199 and Zebion can actually take this out. There we go. The rest of the team all grouped together there. And can I get myself the cape? There we go. Managed to be able to afford that cape now. And I think I can also get myself one of these. Are they both the same? Yes, they are. We need 2 of them as our recipe to get the force of nature, baby. There we go. Alright, so you can see, this is what I mean by turning around, folks. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. We've got 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. Reggie, they've already been taken back by the bots while we weren't looking.
They're doing a good job at taking these back off us.
aren't they? And the thing is that I think that's the price we pay, even though we're safer rather, when we are in a group wandering around the map. It means that we cannot take these other ones back. And you can see there the bots have completely taken advantage of that and turned the domination table right on our heads to the point where we have actually lost and stopped their clock. And you can see it's pretty much fixed at around 89, 88 there. And now they're going to be in a real position of domination, because we've got one over here, we've got one over here. Down the bottom there, the 5 and 7 have been taken over back by the bots, and that means we're fighting for this one up the top here. And you can see Warhead 199 and I are desperately trying to grab that, and of course the more people that are on a capture point, the faster it will fall, which is great. But this is turning into a bit of a nail-biter. Even though we're 322 to 84, we're safely in the lead at the moment. That does not mean we have won by any stretch of the imagination. Now, there we go. We are now, look at that. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are completely dominating. That means these guys are going to be on a rampage, and there they are. They've already started their influx on our turrets, and you can see here that we've got Warhead desperately trying to run away from these guys. I'm trying to pick off, let's see if I can slow him. Trying to pick off Ramus here. I'm going to garrison that as well, and that means if the enemies come towards it, they are going to have a hard time against that turret as well, because I'm basically empowering it for our side. And we always want to do that wherever possible. And yes, I know I didn't have that skill for a very long time. Reggie, how are you going and where are you? I think you've just come out of spawn, have you? Yes? No? Where are you?
I did come out of spawn, and I half got a Nexus, but yeah, then fully died. Right,
you got completely owned. That's okay though. You can see, folks, the score is down to 311 to 22. We can see Regina there racing across, and yes, we're being pinged to go up to the 12 o'clock, because you can see this. Look at this. It is 3 of them all heading up the top there, and they are going to try and grab that back as quick, smart as they can. You can see we got Warhead 199 cutting across the centre there, being interrupted by the Malzahar bot, but I think it is all over for the enemy team here. Down to 2, down to 1. And if you ask me, that is a GG. That is it. That is one match, one win. Congratulations to our fantastic team there. Reggie, that is how you win a map, if you ask me. That was a very coordinated play, even if I may say so myself, from you and I swear to God, we're actually getting better as time goes on. Is that just my imagination, or is that actually happening?
Oh, look, I wouldn't go as so far as to say we're getting better, but I would say that we are brilliant team players. We are good at assisting.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. There we go. As we wait for our windows to come back. Come on, back you come. There we go, folks. And in fact, look at that. There was Zen Altos, Zabion, Regina Lacerta up there in the top 3, by the way. Well done. And Warhead 199, my special thanks to all 3 of you guys, and to Reggie as well. There's the stats, folks. Let's have a look at the grid very quickly. And again, if you're watching this after the show, you can pause the video here if you want to see the detailed stats from everybody there. The damage dealt, the deaths, the assists, the healing, and all the rest of it. But very quickly, we'll hop into the graphs here, because these can paint a bit of a picture, and it's nice. Here we go, the champion kills. Whoa, Zen Altos and Zabion up the top there with 12 and 13. Very well done. But you know what? We like looking at this one here. Points captured, and you can see I didn't do too badly there. And who's that? That is Reggie, always up there with the assists and the captures there, Reggie. You know what? You are right. You are a very good team player. Even if you don't get the enemy champion kills, you're one of those players who is, supporting the team in the background, and we need that as much as anything else, because in this type of game type, folks, it's not just about killing. There's a whole bunch of strategies involved. Do you go after the minions? Do you try and spread out over the map and prevent the domination from happening, or do you actually go and try and get those enemy champion kills? There's so many different ways of playing this game, and I think at the end of the day, it takes a few moments, Reggie, until you sort of figure out the synergy in the team that you've been randomly handed to you. You have to kind of figure out everybody's play style. Can you imagine how good we would be if we played with the same people every single week? I think you would really get to know you'd be able to sort of second guess what they're doing. Don't you agree?
I do, yes.
I mean, we're kind of in that sort of living on the edge, unfortunate position, and we wouldn't have it any other way, by the way, where, you know, we get different folk all the time, so we never really know what's going to be here on the playfield, so it makes it even more exciting. This one here is the amount of heals done, and look at that, we got Zen and Zabion there doing huge amounts, but Reggie, you're right up there as well. Look at that, with the top folk there, and of course I did hardly any at all. But look, that was a fantastic match, and it was a victory. We do need to secure our victory for our second of 2 games tonight, or else we're going to walk away with our tail between our legs, because we're not going to have time for 3, and we don't want to keep Reggie up too late, because of course we all know she's busy looking after her 14-day-old brand new bubba boy. And DJBC, by the way, is asking in the chat there, is this game free? It is as free as a free thing. All you need to do is go along to the link in the description below the stream here and download the client, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to spend a red cent on this game, and you can come along here. Excuse me, my voice is going. Come along here and join us in our live stream, and of course play yourself as well. There we go. There we got some more friend requests coming in. Don't forget, folks, if you want to know who we are in terms of our usernames, they're listed in the description below this video as well. So there we go. Zabion, Zeneltos.
I don't know if you can see in the. I don't even see the chat room there, Sambo, but Zabion's actually asking for a shout out to Jackson and Josh. So, hello, Jackson and Josh.
There you go. Big shout out to you guys. And look at this, we've got a whole bunch of messages here. Aussie says to Beth, hello, this is my friend, give him a hard time. Hello. We've got Augie in the chat room there, and there we go. Yes, it is alphabetical, so we're definitely going to have to come up with a different way. AJM, KJM there. There we go. If I get in the last game, would you mind if I traded my place to... Oh, I'm going to read this out. This is what we like in our community. This is why we love you guys here. If I get in the last game, would you mind if I traded my place to Psychofunks, because I have played in a large amount of streams due to the alphabet thing, and he hasn't played in about 5 or so streams. And I know he loves playing, and I feel kind of bad finding out that my name beginning with A has given me an advantage. Now, I've got a couple of things I want to say about that. Firstly, to everyone here who has a name beginning with A, do not feel bad. It is absolutely not your fault. It is my fault. Only mine. Nobody else's.
Well, it's something we only figured out last week.
Exactly.
And it was like the end of last week. So yeah. Took us a while to clue on, but we got there in the end.
We did get there in the end, so I'm very sorry. I apologise to all of our past players. But as for the folk who have always got in a game, it is absolutely not your fault. So do not feel bad at all. And thank you, by the way, AJM, KJM, for putting our usernames in the chat room there. Really appreciate that. But the second part of this is, you know what, Reggie, it just makes my heart sore, as in sore in the clouds, not sore as in painful, because... You know, I think we have one of the greatest online communities ever, and that's across our entire SamboNZ network, by the way, because, you know, we've got, I can't remember, 2,000 or something members in the Super Zeros. We've got like 550 or 600 members of the Distant World Link Shell in our Final Fantasy series. We're already up to 100 on our Let's Play Guild Wars and our community website that I showed you guys earlier. And, of course, let's not forget the channel, where we're now up to 10,500, 11,000 subscribers or something ridiculous like that. Every single one of these folk would rather put themselves in the backlight. You know, they would rather put someone else ahead of them. And I think that's what I'm most proud of with our community, is that we've attracted just the loveliest bunch of folk. And, you know, AJM, KJM, that is a classic example of what our community here is like. And, you know what, I salute you, sir. You can't see me, but I am saluting you. And that's the sort of behaviour that we absolutely love to see and promote, especially this week, Reggie, when we've seen so many goofballs and trollers in Guild Wars 2, who, by the way, are getting dealt to very severely by ArenaNet, I must say. Another salute there to ArenaNet, who have got their ban hammer out, and they are wielding it mightily, and good on you, ArenaNet. Big shout out to them. So thank you, AJM, KJM. Zabion, who will we be playing? I'll be playing Garen, as always. Who's this? We've got, thanks for saying my name, Death Sweeper. You are more than welcome. Zapedia there. Do you remember what you said last live stream for me? I think maybe Zapedia might be one of the folk we need to get in this map. I can't remember. Reggie went Rambo, says Warhead199. Reggie's always Rambo, if you ask me. Epic God of Chaos saying, I didn't know that either. No, look, sorry about that. We really don't know. And there you go. Look, we've got people in the chat room all saying, thank you very much, AJM, KJM. That is exactly right. Now, I'm looking in the chat room as well, and Skyfo saying, my hat goes off to you and people like you. That's right. The Blocksmiths is saying, we should all vote for Sambo and the next king of the internet. Oh, look, thank you very much, Blocksmiths. But that is not me. That, you know, I'm just small fry compared to all the folk that are in there. I mean, you know, they're real YouTubers and real casters. You know, the likes of, who we got? Total Biscuit. We've got Trade Chat. We've got Cuppy Quake. We've got, what's her name? Damn it, Pocket. Pocket Says. All those sort of folk. You know, AVN, sorry. You know, they're all real YouTubers, not like me. Anyway, folks, that's it. That was our first game. Let's go back to the home screen here. What we'll do is we will make sure, of course, that yes, Skyfo is in this because we love Skyfo, who supports our channel a lot, by the way, behind the scenes. We will definitely get him in a match, so don't worry, mate, you are in. But this week, Reggie, this week we've got a very special, you know, like we always have a video for our interlude, guys, and that means that you guys can get up and go for a pee, go get a refresh on your cup of tea, whatever it is that you need to do. I, by the way, am going to go get some chocolate. I bought chocolate specially before our live stream, Reggie, and it is caramello, and I'm going to basically inhale that because I'm dying for some chocolate. But we thought we'd have something special for our
snack myself.
Thought we'd have something special for our intermission today, and that is from a series. If I can get my stuff together here, where are we? I'm trying to get the right one. There we are, that's the one we want. Yeah, what I really wanted to do was have something that we all can relate to from a personality that we all love pretty much. And I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to love this one because she is one of my favorite web personalities, and her series that she makes is also one of my favorite web series as well. And I'm sure you guys can relate to this, which is one of her songs. I'm not even going to tell you what it is, but we'll disappear for a few moments. We'll be back after this intermission. Enjoy this in the meantime. We'll see you soon.
My stats so high, don't be out of the loop. Got a new belief. You can equip, close your mouth up, ladies, this is pure nerd nick. I'm a pixel-based fantasy, I'm man so stoic. I hack and slash, who the heck's more heroic? Check me out, cloth armor fits me like a glove. Just twit at a time, I'm ready for love.
Hang with me in my MMO. So many places we can go. I'm better than a real world quest. plus 5 to dexterity wrist. What role do you wanna play? I'm just a click away, night or day. And if you think I'm not the one, log off, and we'll be done. Do you wanna date my avatar? She's a star, and she's hotter than reality by far. Wanna date my avatar? You wanna date my avatar? She's a star, and she's hotter than reality by far. Wanna date my avatar? You 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 wanna date
And there we go, folks. Certainly hope you enjoyed that. That's right. I know a lot of you guys guessed exactly who it would be. And of course, that is Felicia Day and the cast members from the Guild. And if you could hear it, if it wasn't too jerky, then of course the lyrics in that are pretty funny if you play MMOs. I don't know, Reggie, are you a
Yeah, and of course,
Felicia
as
Day
you would
fan?
know, Sambo, I actually bear a striking resemblance to Felicia Day.
Oh, well, we know that. We know that. Of course, nobody in the chat room probably knows that, but there you go, folks. Every time you hear the Twitch Witch speaking, you can think of, in fact, she wears clothes exactly like that as well. Which one would I be?
I do.
Which one would I be in there? Do you reckon I'd be Zabu? Or would I be the big tall guy, maybe? But
I can't remember what his name is.
I can't remember. I know his real name's Jeff, but I can't remember what his in-game name is. But yeah, rather in the series. But that is a great series. And of course, let us know in the chat room, are you Felicia Day fans? Do you like The Guild? Which, of course, is the name of the web show. You like it, right, Reggie?
I do. I love that show. And
I know. It's
I
classic.
don't know if you've watched Felicia Day's. She's got a new YouTube channel.
Yes,
It's got a few shows on it, and I never miss the Will Wheaton show. That one, tabletop. That one's hysterical.
It is, and I think it's called Geek and Sundry, I think is the name of that show.
Yep.
And she
that's right.
She has her weekly flog, which is the Felicia blog or vlog, so she calls it a flog.
Yep.
And you're right, Will Wheaton on the tabletop there. All sorts of great stuff there. So go look on YouTube for Geek and Sundry, and you will be entertained for hours and hours and hours. It's absolutely fantastic. So, and look at that, Rom. Is that what you said? Yes, Rom1 is saying Sambo is the green man. That's the one. I you know what? Thankfully, that's not me. That is not me. Anyway, I have more hair than that. Come on, Reggie. At least you can vouch for that, right? Reggie?
Yeah, you might have a strand or two more.
Oh, you're horrible. Vork! Thank you. Who's saying Vork there? AJM, KJM. There we go. Thank you very much. It is Vork. And Tigerhawk Rosebud is saying, I love the Guild. Absolutely. You know what? We love anything that makes us happy. Oh, now speaking of the Guild, and that by definition makes me think of Dr. Horrible Sing-Along blog, which, by the way, it looks like there's going to be a sequel to. Woohoo! And
Yeah.
here in Australia, now I don't know about you guys, but you might want to go check in your local stores. But that reminds me of Joss Whedon, of course, who is responsible for Dr. Horrible Sing-Along blog and Firefly and all the other wonderful things in the world that we love. I found out tonight, Reggie, and I snapped it up straight away, on Blu-ray released was the Avengers movie, and I've got that, and I am leaving this live stream tonight, and I'm going to go straight to my PlayStation 3 and shove that in and watch that, because you know what, I actually haven't seen the Avengers yet, and by all accounts it is absolutely fantastic, and of course in Joss we trust, and so you know what, if it's directed by him, I can't wait. Who's that? Skyfo is saying, you better be pink hair, Sambo. I do not have pink hair. Good Lord. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. You know what Reggie has, though? Reggie has all sorts of colours of the rainbow with her hair. If you knew her in real life, every time you see her, her hair is a different colour. What colour is it at the moment, by the way, Reggie?
I believe the colour is called Funky Cherry.
Told you guys. And you know what? If you remind me, well, we'll ask her again next week. It will be a different colour. I guarantee it. I absolutely guarantee it. Anyway, that's enough of the guild, Joss Whedon and pink hair, because look at this. Pink has crept into this show already. Everywhere I go, there is pink. I hate you so much. All right, let's invite the horrible pink Twitch witch herself into a game. Now, Reggie, so we have to absolutely invite Skyfo, is that right?
We do.
There we go. Psycho Funks, you are in. Now, what was the deal with, let me see, was it Zepedia 13? Do we know, did they have to be in a game because they missed out last week?
I think anyone in the higher letters of the alphabet didn't have managed to get in for quite a few weeks, yeah.
Yeah, maybe let us know in the chat room, maybe. I'm pretty sure it was Zepedia. While I say hello to a few of you, by the way, Aerosmith Core, hello, good morning from KY. Now, where's KY? Is that not... It's not KL, is it? No, it's not Malaysia. Where's KY, Reggie? My geography is so
I'm not sure.
So bad. And Alex Thompson is saying, amazing film, good. And no, Twiggy Samp, I haven't seen it. Lubo the Undying is saying it's... Oh, you know what? I can't wait now, guys. Can't wait to... Well, not that I can't wait to finish up here, but I can't wait to go and sit down with all my chocolate that I bought and just stuff my face in front of my nice big TV watching the Avengers. Oh, I can't wait. All right, well, look, what we might do is I think we should err on the side of caution. And Tigerhawk Rosebud is saying that Sambo likes to listen to the song Pink by Aerosmith before going to sleep. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. I do not. And Legendary Chosen One is also buying the Avengers on Blu-ray. Good on you, mate. Oh, Kentucky! Aerosmith. Oh, you're from Kentucky. You know, I don't know my American states that well. There you go. Welcome from... We're in Victoria here in Melbourne, in Australia. I think we better invite Zepedia. I've got a funny feeling that they missed out last week, so I'm going to do that. Now, what that means is we've still got one slot left, though, folks. So there's still one more chance if you're in the chat room and you're here in-game with us right now to actually have a match with us. So no problems. There we go. We've got Sambo. We've got Psycho Skyfo. There you go. Welcome back, my friend. And we've got Zepedia. And there's Reggie. So let's do one more invite. Here we go. Now, I'm going to go from the bottom up again, by the way. Warhead Zebion, you've already been in. To Beth Shiveria, hello Shiveria. And I think that is, yes, you're from our Guild Wars 2 website. Big hello to you. Princess Luna, hello to you. Pink Kittens. Pink Kittens, I'm going to delete you from my friends list. No, I'm just kidding. We'll invite you in there. We've got Mr. Bin Chan. We've got Grand Chill. We've got Firefly 600. Yes, we've got Epic God of Chaos. I don't think Epic God of Chaos was in the last match, were they? I don't think so.
No, they weren't.
And look at that.
But they're one of the people who, yes, managed to be in quite a few... Last 2 weeks, yes. Right,
so we'll pop them in. And by the way, Zam the Man 56 is saying, yes, it's Zepedia. Excellent. I'm glad that we had a semi-decent... Who's that? Tigerhawk Rosebud? What was that? Is saying, yes, the Blocksmiths, he's probably got a poster of Pink on his wall. The hell? Let me scroll down here. Oh, the Blocksmiths. His favourite artist is Pink, and he blasts Get This Party Started and dances around in a bright pink wig. Seriously, you're all off my Christmas card list. You are all off my Christmas... Do I need to remind you guys? Do I need to remind you? In fact, let's see. Hang on a minute. Can I bring this up again? Here we go. Do I need to remind you guys of... Where is it? Is it this one? There we go. Look! Look! If I unpause this, look at that! Look who it is! That's who you're mocking. That's what you have caused. See that blood there on the battlefield? That is my spilt blood. It's the only thing left in me that isn't pink. That's right. This is what happens. That is an effigy of me. I am laying dead in a field and I'm completely humiliated. That's right. Thank you. I hope you are all proud of yourselves and happy with what you have done. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, very proud. Thank you. Yes.
Yes. You just horrible woman. Okay, who else have we got here? Dead Avengers. We've got Death Sweeper. We've got Augie and we've got AJM KJM. All you guys have got a chance of getting in. And by the way, well done, Aerosmith Core, who's saying, I am installing League of Legends to try and be in one of the games. You are more than welcome. Good luck, everyone, says Twiggy Sam. She can't stay. He can't stay. I don't know why I called you a woman there. They can't stay. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Hope you have a great weekend. All right, let's invite these players and get our second and final match underway. Ooh, who will it be, Reggie? Who will it be? I wonder if it's going to be a Z person or an A person this time, because it'll kind of prove our theory, won't it?
I think it will, yes.
Oh, okay, well, it wasn't the last person, but it was Tabth. Tabth, congratulations, and sorry, folks, to all of those of you who didn't make it in this week, but don't worry, we've got plenty more streams coming in the future. And as you guys now know, and hopefully you guys are seeing my Xbox footage, by the way, let me know in the chat room if you can, because if you guys have just seen a black screen, then I need to go back to the drawing board and reconfigure all of my equipment here. Let me know if you can see a dead pink Master Chief there before, because that's the other news, of course. Yes, we've dropped a couple of shows off the SamboNZ channel, but we're going to be doing a whole bunch more in terms of console stuff, and we're going to be doing live streams and shows on the console. And of course, that means if you're on Xbox Live, you as a community will get to join us in those games as well. So don't fret if you didn't make it through here tonight. There are going to be plenty of other community opportunities. And in fact, my goal, just so you guys know, is to have less shows and more community stuff. More playing with you guys, because I don't know about you, Reggie, but the most fun I have is when we're playing with our viewers. What about you?
I agree. It is fun to sort of, be able to actually get in some quality gameplay.
Absolutely. And the Blocksmith is saying, it's okay, I have an evil woman in my life. The thing is, though, I am marrying mine. That's right. Yeah. This evil woman, I can't get... You know what, if I'm going to go and apply for a divorce even though we're not married. Because I'm sure that once the judge hears my story, he'll feel sorry for me and he'll grant me a divorce. Anyway, Twiggy Samp is saying I'm a he. My apologies, my friend, but everyone calls me a she. I think it's because Twiggy. Twiggy, you know who Twiggy is, right, from the 60s, Reggie?
I do. She was a model who...
Yes, movie star, all that stuff. I think it just sort of brings that to mind.
Mini skirts and knee-high boots.
That's the one. And way too thin, by the way. There we go. Another buddy there. HD Crowboy X55. Hello to you. You'll be in the draw for next week. Okay, so it looks like it's Sambo. It's Psycho Funks, a.k.a. Skyfo. It is Zepedia13. It is Regina J. Pink Lacerta. And it is Tabith. Hope I'm saying your name right there. If you want to leave, best to do it before it starts. Yes, absolutely. Zepedia. If you need to hurry, if you're gonna have to run away, you might want to leave and let someone else in. Maybe it might be a good idea. And by the way, yes, Epic Face Gamer, we are definitely going over to Xbox Live. So there you go. Now let's ask him here. Where are we? Zepedia. How long have you got? There we go. And we'll wait and see what they say. If they've only got 10 or 15 minutes, Reggie, we might have to swap them out with somebody else. There we go. Let's wait and see what happens. Now, by the way, while we wait for that reply to come in, and how long have you got? Come on. How long, Zepedia? Can't even spell. Zepedia. Here we are. What have you got lined up for the weekend, Reggie?
Well, it's Father's Day on Sunday in Australia. I'm not quite sure about the rest of the world, but Father's Day this Sunday. So, family stuff.
Family stuff. That sounds good. Let's see. Reggie gets half your internet points as part of the divorce settlement, says Tigerhawk Rosebud, and half of your Skylander collection. No! Okay, he's saying till 6:55. How many minutes? Zepedia. That's what we need to know. 11 minutes. Oh, Zepedia, I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, we're not going to be able to do that one. I am so very sorry, but that is far too short. You're going to have to wait till next week. Never mind. You'll get another chance, but 11 minutes isn't going to be long enough for the match. I'm sorry, my friend. Okay, so we got Reggie, we've got Psycho Funks, we had Tabth in there. Who else did we have in there, Reggie? Do you remember?
You and me.
Right, so that's it. All right, so we'll invite those. And that means you guys get one more chance. There we go. That's right, yeah. Reading in the chat room there. You guys are hilarious. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Hope you didn't all log off when we announced our last player there, but here we go. Another round is up. AJM, KJM. I'm going to go up and down. You know what? We've got Shiveria there. We've got Pink Kittens. We've got Dead Avengers. Oh, yeah, look, a lot of people logged off. I'm very sorry about that there, but we didn't know that Zapedia only had a few minutes left. So there we go. Augie. Epic God of Chaos is in the pool this time. So there you go, folks. Inviting players. You get a second win there. So it's a bit lucky. But yeah, never mind. Next time, Zapedia, we'll try and get you in the first match. But we can't have you there for 11 minutes because you'll be exiting the game well before it finishes. And who's in? It is AJM KJM. There you go. And it's nice to see you again. We haven't actually seen you for a few weeks. So there you go. It's like the old family is back together again. All right, Reggie, I've got a feeling, because this is easy mode, that we are absolutely going to stomp the bots this time. There you go. I've jinxed it from the start just because I can.
You have.
Well, the whole evening has been against me. It's been pink, 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 nothing but pink. Let's have a look at Psycho Skyfo. He is rolling with Diana, the Scorn of the Moon there, who is all sorts of things. She's a jungler, she's a fighter, she's a melee mage, and she looks awesome. I'll definitely tell you that. And I think she's a new summoner. Regina Lacerta, let's guess, yes. Definitely going with Ashe. That suits you down to the ground. We love when you play Ashe. We've got Tabth here, who is going with good old Teemo. Woohoo! And you know what? I really need to buy myself the Teemo beanie that I saw last week because I haven't seen it again. AJM KJM, who is going with our good old Viking Olaf, the Berserker there. Now, again, folks, don't panic. The screen is going to go black, and that is perfectly normal. Do not worry about that. And we'll just get our screen back as it switches modes. Here it comes. Adding a screen region. And by the way, I saw someone in the chat room there before who was saying, hey, you know what, we like it when there's a live stream, it's a lot better. And that's because, you know, you interact with the viewers. That is exactly what we prefer as well. Now, why can't I get a picture? There it is. Alright, so you guys should be seeing a picture now. Because, yeah, honestly, Reggie, I'd much rather, you know, rather than, I mean, we love our recorded shows, but there's nothing like live, is there? I mean, you know, anything could go wrong. And, of course, our wonderful viewers always add something to the show, if you ask me.
I agree. Look, yeah, I mean, doing a live stream means that, yeah, you sort of get instant comments and things. And
yeah, we're always on the edge of our seat. Now, speaking of edge of our seat, very quickly before everybody loads up, down the bottom we've got Ramsevere, Wukong, Shyvana, and no! We've got Fiddlesticks, folks. Fiddlesticks is in. This could be very bad for us. We've got me playing Garen. We've got Diana being played by Skyfo, AJM, KJM on Forsaken, Olaf, which is a skinned one, by the way, Tabth on Teemo, and Regina Lacerta is on Ashe. But I cannot believe it, Reggie. The last match, and it's damn Fiddlesticks. Oh my god. DJ BC is saying, I've never played this game before. It looks like a lot of fun. It is a heck of a lot of fun, my friend. You definitely need to download it. It is free and it is heaps and heaps of fun. And you know what? I think, Reggie, one of the great things about this game is that you can play it in multiple different ways. Like, you know, you and I, we just play for the lols. Get it? The LOL League of Legends. Anyway, we play for laughs. We play to have fun.
oh dear.
And we play so that we can interact with you guys watching along right now. That is the priority for us. Winning or losing, we just literally don't care. We like winning, but if we lose, we don't mind. But you know what? That's just one way of playing this game. You know, a lot of people play it very, very seriously and competitively, and it is perfectly set up for that, especially the Summoner's Rift game type. And by the way, DJ BC, if you're watching this, this is not typical League of Legends. We're playing the Dominion game type. Most people and a lot of esports play the Summoner's Rift. So you'll see that when you get into the game. Very different. Okay, I need to buy some boots because these boots were made for walking. There we go. Yeah, I know. Look at everyone in the chat room there is saying, oh no, it's Fiddlesticks. And Aerosmith Core got a thing for old rock and roll. It helps me wake up in the morning. There you go. Do you like some rock and roll, Reggie?
I must admit I'm not a huge rock and roll fan.
No. Well, okay, let's narrow it down a little bit. Do you like Elvis, maybe?
I'm going to get flamed for saying this, but no.
No, it's okay. I don't really like him either, to be honest. And by the way, quickly going back to the game here, you can see right up to the top at 12 o'clock, AJM, KJM has head right up there straight away. Interesting and probably very clever strategy, that one actually. The rest of us have rolled on through. You can see Tabth and Reggie, who is playing Ash the Ranger there. She's heading along to the 5 o'clock. I've leveled up so we can get ourselves some new skills. Let's go up and see what AJM, and look at this, AJM, KJM is doing exactly what we should probably do, and this is a great strategy. That's called harassing. So he is harassing the top there to try and keep them away. And by the way, I'm hiding in the bushes if you're wondering where I'm disappeared to. For anyone that hasn't played the game before, if you go into these, you become invisible. I'm going to run away up the top like a little Sambo. But AJM, KJM was harassing up the top, which meant that the bots had to take care of him. And it meant that they couldn't spend their time actually capturing this point, which is a great strategy, Reggie, isn't it?
It is.
And I need to do more harassing. I don't do enough of that, especially being Garen, because he's supposed to be just a little bit tanky. Anyway, died. I got killed by
the only
death
harassing I do is, of you in person.
Yeah. Oh, it's so lovely having you back on the stream. It's just wonderful. Tallahassee, if you're out there, come back. Come back. All right, look at this, folks. We are 1, 2, 3. We are dominating already. And up the top, we've got a fierce battle going on there. Psycho Funk Skyfo is battling Shyvana Bot. And we've got AJM, KJM about to take out Shavir Bot. Oh, that is going to be a nasty one there, because Severe they're ranged. So you can see that AJM, KJM was trying to stay behind cover there, because he knows that one shot from that Warglaive, and that could spell curtains there. But we're definitely in a good position at the moment, Reggie. Oh, speaking of Reggie, there is a flattened corpse on the ground outside this turret. Did you run into some trouble?
Well, I took out Fiddlesticks with the assistance.
Right.
And then I died.
All right, well done, by the way, because that's something that I haven't been able to do, because I hate Fiddlesticks. And for some reason, yes, we're lagged a little bit, by the way. It's not the stream. There's some serious PvP.net lag happening, but that's okay. We shall carry on. Yeah, it's one of those things like, we've talked about this many a time in every single game, it would seem. By the way, I'm going to garrison up there. Here we go. Do we split up or do we stick together? I mean, if we split up, we're vulnerable ourselves. And then, I took him down. Look at that. That was a double kill there. We both died at exactly the same time. That was hilarious. If we split up and go around, it means we've got more coverage, right? But what that means is that we're not as powerful. Whereas if we group up, and we noticed this in the last match, Reggie, if we do group up, we can sort of stomp our way around the map, capturing as many points as possible, but it leaves all of the other nexuses vulnerable to capture. And that was beautiful. Watching you collapse in a heap there, that was fun.
That was pitiful.
Oh dear. But look, I think you're a bit squishy, aren't you? It's definitely a ranged character. I think Ash, would that be right? There we go.
Yeah.
Good game, mate, says Death Sweeper. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. That's right. That is our famous war cry here in Australia. Now, here we go with Skyfo Psycho. Hello to you, sir, as we try and take down the Wukong bot. And he's teleported away there, did a bit of a blink. And you can look at that. Well done. Skyfo actually did a blink in return there and completely took out Wukong bot. That was some great play there as we capture this point. Let's go up the top here and have a look. We've got AJM, KJM, who is one-on-one with Fiddlesticks there, and definitely going toe-to-toe, holding his own. Fantastic. We have now, look at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the points dominated, although I'm going to ping over here at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is being recaptured there, unfortunately, by, who is that over there? By Ramus Bot, but that's okay. Who's up here? This is Timo, and that is Tabth. Hello to you. And let's see if we can take out Shyvana Bot, because if she's removed from the field, then that's going to be very good. See, she is transformed currently, and actually that means, yeah, I can take her down quite easily there, which is great. All right, so we've got a harsh battle going on over there. Psycho and ReginaLacerta, who are fending off Ramus Bot, and it looks to me like they've left their That's been exposed there, Reggie. 9 o'clock is right for the picking, if you ask me.
It is, but I want to get this Rammer spot. He's annoying me.
Yeah, definitely. I do not like Ramus at all. By the way, Epic Face Gamer is saying, hey Sambo, do you play Team Fortress 2? I haven't played since the Man vs. Man update. No, I haven't. And you won't see me on that too often, unfortunately. Just don't have time, to be honest. More than anything. Great game, though. Absolutely great game. And, alright, at least I took out a bot there, but I didn't manage to be able to get to the 5 o'clock to recapture it. But you can see, by the way, folks, up the top, if you're keeping score, it is 417 to 279. So, pretty much, Reggie, it's anybody's game at this early point, right?
It is. Well, I mean, how many times have we seen the score being, you know, like with over 100 points difference, but once that clock is stopped, it can stay stopped.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Excuse me, folks, got a frog in my throat. Let me get some Melbourne tea. There we go. Now, yeah, Reggie is absolutely right. Just because we get somebody down, if you are in the position of domination, you can actually stop your own clock pretty much. And, of course, you know, the side effect of that, Reggie, is that while yours is stopped, you know, what's happening to the other one, it's going down faster. So it's this sort of double-barrel bad news, and it can actually swing the game around very, very quickly. Here we are, we just ganged up and got revenge for you there, Reggie. Ramus was down. Woohoo! The battle cry made me think of Aerosmith.
Now I need you to go after Wukong for me, because he just took me down.
Oh, really? It's alright, we will get sweet revengey. Sweet revengey. We shall lash it upon him. 406 to 218 is the score, folks. So again, anybody's game. And oh my god, I've got to get out of here. There are 3 champions. I'm going to try and kite these guys away. I'm going to use my run. There we go, and you can see there, yes, they are throwing the Warglaive at me. Going to run and kite these guys away back to a base that they've already got, because they're no use there. But look at this, we've got some capturing happening on down by you there, Reggie. Oh, did you stem that? Well done. Did you chase them away?
Well, it was just a couple of minions.
Oh, okay. I'm sure I saw it being captured there as well. Well done.
Yeah, well, minions can capture. They just take a lot longer than champions do.
Okay, I didn't know that. There you go. Been playing all this time, had no clue. Let's have a look. See what everybody else is doing. Got AJM, KJM again with the Fiddlesticks harassment, and look at him, he's absolutely creaming through him. We're going to go watch that, and Fiddlesticks is nearly dead. Oh, and he got taken off there. Dear, oh dear. Well done there, AJM, KJM, absolutely slicing through Fiddlesticks. That was great. We've got Tab coming into our 5 o'clock here, and yes, good save, because that needs to be captured there with Regina, Lacerta. Well done, guys. Still 300. Oh, there's Shavana. Get out of my face, woman. Get out. And pop my bubble and my little run speed there, because I want to get over here and try and run through some health. There we go. Now let's see if we can go one-on-one with Shavana.
Shavana and Wukong coming after number 5, and they took me out very quickly. Right,
yeah. Look, when there's 2 of them, and especially when you're as squishy as you, that is always going to spell certain death, pretty much, if you ask me. 388 to 156. Again, just kiting this guy around, trying to keep him off any other objectives. There we go. And here comes AJM, KJM, probably to my rescue. And we'll do a quick spin to win, but it wasn't enough there. My health was way too low. Never mind. Alright, so let's have a look around the map and see what's going on. Up the top there, AJM, KJM is recapturing 12. We've got some action down here at 7 o'clock, where we've got Tab and Regina fending off Wukong bot there. Over the side here, we've got Skyfo, you have been very busy.
To settle.
Oh yes, you do have a score to settle. Sweet revenge, as we know. Skyfo, you did a great job, by the way, over there retaking the 3 o'clock. Thank you very much. I did see that in the background. And greetings from Portugal, says, why won't you kill me? Greetings from Aussie, mate. Nice. And how's the weather over there? I love Spain. I've been to Portugal a couple of times, and it is a fantastic place. Oh, I'm very jealous of you, because Reggie, seriously, how cold was it today? It's like bloody the middle of winter, and yet tomorrow, I think, is it tomorrow, is the first day of spring here for us. Am I right?
It is the first day of spring, and today felt like it was snowing not very far.
Yeah, it was absolutely freezing, and oh, I killed Fiddlesticks! Woo! I am happy about that. I don't care if we lose the entire night. All I care about is the fact that we got fiddlesticks. And Psycho Funks is saying, you've been everywhere. Yeah, you know what? I've done a lot of travelling back in the day. And that's probably why I hate travelling so much now. Alright, Fiddlesticks, can we kill him twice with the help of Zap? Yes, he's gone down twice. How is that? LaCerta twice in a row there. That was Fiddlesticks down. Fiddlesticks is down. My night has been made. The only other thing that could be any better, by the way, and thank you very much, Tab, the only thing that could be any better is chocolate, and I have that as well. Tonight is definitely going our way. Look at that. The score is 367 to 38, and look at this great position of domination here. 9 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 3 o'clock are all ours, and we're honing it up the top here with Tab to take it all out. Although, look at that, they're taking back. The minions and Wukong are taking back. No, we are... I think we're going to have a full map, Reggie. This hasn't happened for a very long time. We are almost, look at that, down the bottom there at the 5 o'clock position. They unfortunately took it back, but it looks like it's going to be all over Rover for the bots. It is 8, it is 6, and that is definitely a GG. We have done very well. That is 2 for 2. What a success for us this evening for our Friday night fights here in League of Legends live stream. That was all over. I think that match was signed, sealed, and delivered right from the beginning, because we had such a fantastic team. Seriously, Reggie, how much fun was that match?
That was pretty good.
Oh, it was
and yeah,
awesome.
I mean, the players that we had couldn't ask for better team players.
Oh, absolutely. Well done, guys. That was great. I think we were totally dominating that map from the beginning. I'm not talking about the capture points, but just talking about the strategy there. And by the way, someone was saying there in, who's that, Epic Face Gamer, so much video lag. Yeah, YouTube does that from time to time. We're not dropping frames at our end, so just completely refresh your page, and that should catch you another connection there with the YouTube CDN service. Thank you very much, everyone. Look at that. Congratulations pouring in to the chat room there. I'm very proud of that win. I'm very proud of the team. That was a great win. In fact, there we go. Great job, team, because it was really good. Let's have a look at some of these stats very quickly before we head off for the night. We've got Tab, we've got myself, Psycho Funks, AJM, KJM, and ReginaLacerta. Great work there. Let's have a look at the grid. And again, just pause this if you're watching the video after our live stream, and you can go and see all of the stats right there. And there we go. AJM KJM is saying that he discovered that Viking beats Monkey, Dragon, Scarecrow, and Giant Armored Turtles. So that's always good to know. That was great. Tab is saying, great game, guys. That made my day. You know what? It was great to have you along. I think that's the first match that Tab has been in with us, by the way. So welcome. You are definitely welcome back at any particular time. All right, let's have a look at this. We've got points captured. Wow. I can't believe it. I actually am at the top of the heap there, but we were all pretty even, 8s and 7s, and clearly their AJM, KJM was busy harassing there and killing people. In fact, if we go and have a look now at the champion kills, we've got Tabs up the top there with 12, AJM, KJM coming in behind there with 10. Very nicely done there. Assists, and yes, no surprise there. Reggie, how do you do it? Week in and week out, you are top of the assists. Is this something that you go out and, you know, at the beginning of a game, you're deliberately wanting to back up and support the team? And especially with a character like Ash, I mean, you know, you could sit back in the background there and fire off your bow from afar and ignore the rest of us. But what makes you want to, you know, how come you get so many assists?
Look, it's I suppose just my natural way of playing. If I see sort of, you know, people fighting, I'm happy to jump in there and help out. But I know that I'm too squishy to take champions on one-on-one.
Yeah, right. Well, you know what, it works out in our favour, by the way. And Tigerhawk Rosebud is saying, see you guys in Guild Wars 2. Absolutely. In fact, I hope to see all of you guys in Guild Wars 2. Don't forget, Guild Wars 2, you buy the game, but there is absolutely no subscription. Plug. The Blocksmith is saying, Sambo and Reggie got a great video for you guys to watch. And it's a great tribute to John Williams. Oh, very good. I love John Williams, of course. He's the composer. You know who he is. Composer to Indiana Jones, Star Wars. Yeah, fantastic. Amazing stuff there. Sambo, you're almost better at me in Dominion, and I'm really good, says Wow22 Cool. You know what? That is very high praise coming through there. Thank you very much.
That is high praise, yeah.
I know, I'm very, very happy about that. Let's have a look quickly before we finish up here. The healing done, and yes, AJM, KJM topped out the heals there, followed closely by Tabs, which is great. And just one more time, looking at the total score there. Pretty much even, if you ask me, but out in the front there was Tabs. And again, it was a pleasure to have you guys, all of you, each and every single one of you, on our team for this evening. Certainly hope you had lots and lots of fun. Well, Reggie, that is it for us. We've got to get you to bed because, of course, you are a brand new mum and we don't want you keeling over and collapsing. Certainly hope you have a great family day on Sunday, which is Father's Day. Do you have any, I mean, have you got lots of extended family coming over, or are you just going to keep it, you know, within the four walls?
I might go to the in-laws. But definitely, you know, the number one father here needs to be recognised. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, you know what? The good thing about going to the in-laws, of course, is that they cook for you. They do all the hard work. So that's what I reckon. Definitely go there. So happy Father's Day to fathers everywhere in Australia. I'm not sure if it is, like Reggie said, in the other parts of the world on this weekend or not. If it is, happy Father's Day to you guys as well. Let's say goodbye to folk who came along and joined us here in game. We've got Shiveria. Thank you very much. Who's that? That is Warhead199. Tata. Zapedia, who had to run away. Don't worry, we'll get you back another time. Death Sweeper. There we go. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Indeed. We've got Zabai on there. There we go. Monkey Paws. That's right. Octopuses are definitely cool. Nice to see you. Psycho Skyfo, thank you for coming along and joining us in that game. Got Fire 600. We've got Tabth, of course, who was in this match. We've got Augie. Big hello to you, mate. AJM, KJM, thanks for the game, he says, and thanks for letting Skyfo in as well. That was really kind of you. You know what? It was actually really kind of you. Thank you for stepping aside, and that's why you got in the game anyhow. Epic God of Chaos, good night to you. HD Crowboy 55, hello. I'm going to go shower because Macca's smell bad. Oh dear, oh dear. You know what? I could go some McDonald's right about now. TerraFlow is saying, nice game, good game, man. Big hello to you there. Tab is saying, Aussie, 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 indeed. And iBobFish1 saying, I just got here, I tried. That's okay, mate. You can go and watch it on our video on demand on our actual YouTube channel. Do you know what I think we need to leave with tonight, Reggie? That is a reminder of just how horrible you've been. And of course, that means, if I turn to my back here, that means this. It means we're going to get out of here, because I think we should go off with me. Let's see. How do I go out of here? How do you actually quit? I want to quit out. Let me out. Exit. Exit. End film. There we go. What I want to do is I want to show you how embarrassing it is actually playing on this. Because boy is it embarrassing, and it again is all your fault, Regina Lacerta, and I know everybody is going to laugh at me, but that's okay. It'll be a little quick test to see if we can actually stream some live play. And you know what? This is what we'll go out on. This means that you guys can, you know, go to sleep tonight and just think of poor old Sambo here. Poor Sambo, who has to play pink. There we go. We'll start this game. We're on heroic. You have absolutely no remorse, do you, Reggie? None whatsoever.
None whatsoever. No, no.
You are just true black-hearted evil. That is you. That is totally you. Thanks, by the way, also to everybody in the chat room tonight. We do appreciate you taking time out of your busy day and coming along and joining us here on the live stream. Let's go Air Assault.
Covenant forces.
And again, we love having you guys. Make sure you bookmark it. Make sure you come along next time as well. We do these every single Friday, and we normally, by the way, have 3 games. Here we go, up in my jetpack. Normally have 3 games, but of course, because poor old Reggie has just had her bubs, we don't like keeping her up late. Mind you, if you had anything to do with it, you would stay up, wouldn't you? It's me kicking you out of here.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, he says. Alright, come on. Do you know what I'm going to do, folks? I'm going to imagine that every single one of these monsters is Reggie. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, and they're behind me already. Oh dear, look at that. I didn't even see them. Let's throw a grenade out there. Come on, this is Reggie here. Who's going to win? Is it Sambo or Reggie? Oh, Sambo is winning so far. Look at that. Can you believe it?
No.
Oh my God, Reggie, you're not going to believe this, but oh, and there I am. I am dead already. Dear, oh dear. Do you know what? There were
That's
enemies.
I do believe.
There were enemies in there who had pink shields. Can you believe it? Pink shields. There's no
That's
escaping
pretty cool.
the pink. All right, one more,
The
guys.
developers of the
One
game
more.
know their stuff.
Look at it. There they go. Look, I'm zoomed in on one right now. They are pink shields. I cannot believe it. Right, let's get out. Yes, you die. Oh man, this. And now, by the way, folks, if you love Halo, there we go. That'll do for me. That'll do. No more Halo. If you would like to join me, by the way, when we start streaming this, just go onto my main YouTube channel, and on there you will see my Xbox Live gamertag, which is a Sambo Trooper or something like that. But there we have it, folks. What a horribly pink evening. Certainly hope you guys all enjoyed it. More importantly, of course, certainly hope you guys have a great week wherever you are in the world. On behalf of myself, Sambo, and the horribly pink and awful Twitch witch herself, Regina Lacerta, so saying take care. We will see you next time, and bye-bye.
Bye.